1. Introduction. Cultural diversity, particularly within military educational contexts such as the Army Sustainment University, ASU, the Army War College, and West Point Military Academy, is pivotal in enhancing student learning outcomes by promoting a broader understanding of global perspectives, fostering critical thinking skills, and creating an inclusive learning environment. For instance, applying cultural knowledge in international military operations has proven invaluable in establishing rapport and navigating complex socio-political landscapes. The increasing influx of immigrants and the burgeoning population of English language learners, ELLs, in educational settings, including military education institutions, necessitate a thorough exploration and understanding of the impact of cultural diversity on student learning outcomes. 2. Connection to multicultural education. As outlined in the course objectives, multicultural education seeks to provide equal educational opportunities for all students, including those in military education settings, by ensuring that teaching and learning processes are inclusive, respectful, and appreciative of cultural and linguistic diversity. Banks and Banks, 2010. For instance, ASU has implemented programs that emphasize cultural competency among its students, ensuring that military leaders are proficient in their military skills and adept at understanding and respecting cultural and linguistic diversities encountered in global operations. By embedding principles of cultural respect and understanding within the educational framework, military leaders are better equipped to foster an environment that acknowledges and values all personnel's diverse cultural and linguistic backgrounds. This not only enhances the morale and cohesion within the unit but also reflects positively in international collaborations and missions, where cultural sensitivity and understanding are paramount. Thus, the strategic integration of multicultural education within military educational settings serves as a linchpin in developing capable, respectful, and culturally competent leaders, ensuring the effectiveness and sustainability of military operations globally. 3. Cultural diversity in military education. Speaking from the perspective of a senior leader in the U.S. Army and a senior instructor at the ASU, the integration of cultural diversity within military education is not merely a theoretical practice but a pragmatic necessity. Military education institutions, such as ASU and West Point, are unique environments where individuals from diverse cultural, linguistic, and national backgrounds converge. Specific strategies, such as language immersion programs and cross-cultural communication workshops, have been implemented to ensure that military leaders can navigate the complexities of international relations and lead a diverse troop. Army Leadership, 2022. Furthermore, the emphasis on cultural diversity within military education also extends to the recruitment and inclusion of personnel from varied cultural and linguistic backgrounds. This diversity within the ranks and leadership provides a rich tapestry of perspectives and experiences that can be leveraged to enhance decision-making, problem-solving, and strategy formulation within the military context. The presence of diverse voices within military discussions and deliberations ensures that multiple viewpoints are considered, thereby enriching the decision-making process and ensuring that strategies and interventions are well-rounded, inclusive, and considerate of the multifaceted global landscape. 4. Controversies and pros/cons related to cultural diversity. While proponents argue that cultural diversity fosters a rich learning environment that enhances critical thinking, global awareness, and social development among students, Gay, 2002, critics argue that it poses challenges in terms of curriculum development, teaching strategies, and resource allocation, potentially leading to disparities in educational outcomes. Ravitch, 2010. For instance, debates have arisen regarding the allocation of resources toward specialized programs for ELLs in various educational institutions, sparking discussions on equity in educational outcomes. 5. Expert opinions on cultural diversity. Experts like Gay, 2002, and Latson-Billings, 1995, emphasize the importance of integrating students' cultural and linguistic strengths into instructional strategies. While these theories are well regarded, their practical application, particularly in military education, encounters a spectrum of successes and challenges, necessitating a thorough investigation into the subtleties of applying culturally relevant pedagogy across varied educational contexts. Additionally, this pedagogical approach aims to empower students academically, socially, and politically by utilizing cultural reference to convey knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Latson-Billings, 1995. Cummins, 2001, also highlights the critical role of validating students' cultural and linguistic identities to bolster academic achievement and cognitive growth. Moreover, the intersection of cultural relevance and pedagogy extends beyond the classroom, influencing the broader educational ecosystem and policymaking. The infusion of cultural and linguistic appreciation into educational practices enriches students' learning experience and fosters a climate of inclusivity and respect within the educational institution. 6. Implications for society and military. Cultural diversity in education has profound implications for society in the military, particularly in fostering social cohesion, promoting inclusivity, and preparing students and military leaders to navigate a globally interconnected world. For instance, military leaders, shaped by culturally diverse educational environments, have played pivotal roles in international peacekeeping missions, utilizing their cultural competency to navigate complex socio-political scenarios effectively. Educational settings that embrace and integrate cultural diversity prepare students and military personnel to engage effectively in multicultural environments, thereby enhancing their social, cognitive, and emotional development. Banks and Banks, 2010. 7. Statistics related to cultural diversity. While approximately 4.9 million English language learners were enrolled in U.S. public schools during the 2017 to 2018 academic year, National Center for Education Statistics, 2020, military educational institutions like ASU have also seen a rise in culturally and linguistically diverse enrollments. This demographic shift has prompted these institutions to adapt their curricula and teaching methodologies to cater to this diverse student body, ensuring equitable educational opportunities for all. The increasing cultural and linguistic diversity in the United States, where 44% of the immigrant population is of Latino origin, Migration Policy Institute, 2019, has permeated various sectors of society, including the educational domain. This demographic transformation is not only reflected in public schools but also in specialized educational settings like military institutions. Integrating these diverse cultural narratives and linguistic competencies within the military educational framework is pivotal in fostering an environment reflective of the multifaceted American societal fabric. Moreover, with projections indicating that by 2025, 1 in 4 public school students will be an English language learner, National Education Association, 2020, the imperative to embed multicultural and multilingual education within all educational contexts, including military education, becomes even more pronounced. This anticipated demographic evolution necessitates that military educational institutions preemptively adapt and evolve their educational practices and policies to meet the needs of this burgeoning student population effectively. Thus, ensuring that the educational experiences and outcomes are equitable and conducive to the holistic development of all students, regardless of their cultural or linguistic background. Conclusion. The exploration of cultural diversity, particularly focusing on immigrants and ELLs, underscores its pivotal role in shaping educational practices and student learning outcomes in 21st century education, including military education settings. As we move forward, the emerging challenges and opportunities presented by cultural diversity in education warrant further research and exploration, ensuring that educational practices continue to evolve and adapt to the diverse needs of students and military personnel in an increasingly interconnected global landscape.